Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. We praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We send blessings and salutations upon Muhammad, his household, his companions. We ask Allah to bless them, to bless every one of us, to grant us every form of goodness. Ameen Ya Rabbal Alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my fellow dear brothers and sisters. Today we're going to talk about Sahih Bukhari, the book of Revelation. How the divine revelation started being revealed to Allah's Messenger sallallahu. Narrated Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him. I heard Allah's Messenger sallallahu saying, the reward of deeds depends upon the intentions, and every person will get the reward according to what he has intended. So whoever immigrated for worldly benefits or for a woman to marry, his immigration was for what he immigrated for. Sahih Bukhari, book Sahih Bukhari 1, book 1, hadith 1. Narrated Aisha al-Mu'minin, the mother of faithful believers. May Allah be pleased with her. Al-Harith bin Hisham asked Allah's Messenger sallallahu, "Oh Allah's Messenger sallallahu, how is the divine inspiration revealed to you?" Allah's Messenger sallallahu replied, "Sometimes it is revealed like the ringing of a bell. This form of inspiration is the hardest of all, and then this is the passes off after I have grasped it. What is inspired? Sometimes the angel comes in the form of a man and talks to me, and I grasp whatever he says." Aisha added, "Verily, I saw the Prophet ﷺ being inspired divinely on a very cold day, and noticed the sweat dropping from his forehead as the inspiration was over." Sahih Bukhari, book 2, Sahih Bukhari number 2, book 1, hadith 2. And narrated Aisha, the mother of the faithful believers, the commencement of the divine inspiration to Allah's Messenger was in the form of a good dream which came through like bright daylight, and then he laughed off. Seclusion was bestowed upon him. He used to go in seclusion in the cave of Hira, where he used to worship Allah alone continuously for many days before his desire to see his family. He used to take with him the journey food for the stay, and then come back to his wife Khadija to take his food likewise again, till suddenly the truth descended upon him while he was in the cave of Hira. The angels came to him and asked him to read. The Prophet replied sallallahu, I do not know how to read." The Prophet ﷺ added, "The angel touched me forcefully and pressed me so hard that I could not bear it any more. Then he released me and again asked me to read, and I replied, I do not know how to read. Thereupon he touched me again and pressed me a second time till I could not bear it any more. Then he released me and again said to me, read, but Again I replied, I do not know how to read. Or what shall I read? What shall I read? Thereupon he touched me for the third time and pressed me and then released me and said, read, in the name of your Lord, who has created all that exists, created man from a clot. Read, and your Lord is the most generous. 96 chapter 1, 96 Quran 96 chapter 1, chapter 96 verse 1, verse 2, verse 3. Then Allah's Messenger ﷺ returned with the inspiration and with his heart beating severely. Then he went to Khadija bint Khuwaylid and said, come over, come over. He went to Khadija bint Khuwaylid and said, cover me, cover me. They covered him till his fear was over, and after that he told her everything that he had happened and said, I fear that something may happen to me. Khadija replied, never, by Allah. Allah will never disgrace you. You keep good relations with your kith and kin, help the poor and destitute, serve your guests generously and assist the deserving, calamity afflicted ones. Khadija then accompanied him to her cousin Waraqa bin Nawfal bin Asad bin Abdul Uzza, who during the pre-Islamic period became a Christian and used to write the writing with Hebrew letters. He will write from the Gospel in Hebrew and much as Allah wished him to write. He was an old man and had lost his eyesight. Khadija said to Waraqa, listen to the history of your nephew, O my cousin. Waraqa asked, O my nephew, what have you seen? Allah's Messenger ﷺ described whatever he had seen. Waraqa said, this is the same one who keeps the secrets, angel Jibreel, whom Allah had sent to Moses. I wish I were young and could live up to the time when your people would turn you out. Allah's Messenger ﷺ asked, will they drive me out? Waraqa replied in the affirmative and said, anyone, man, who came with something similar to what you have brought was treated with hostility, and if I shall remain alive till the day when you will be turned out, then I will support you strongly. But after a few days Waraqa died, and the divine inspiration was also paused for a while. Sahih Bukhari 3, Book 1 and Hadith 3. The Book of Revelation. There is how many more hadiths? There is 1, 2, 3, 4. There is more hadith, so we're gonna continue. Inshallah, we're gonna continue tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.